Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
My wife and I have been coming to this church since 1981. And I want to tell the story about the day of the parking tickets. Years ago, I guess things weren't so rosy between Grace Church and the City Park. I don't know. Anyway, we came out of church one Sunday morning, and about everyone that had their car parked going up the hill had a ticket on the window. What the heck? Well, I had noticed new painting on the side, and I noticed signs. The bottom of the sign said, "Except during church events." So that's good enough for me. If I parked in the same place I've been parking for maybe 25 or 30 years at that point. I don't know what it was. So anyway, it's worth noting everyone else paid the ticket, but I refused. So after about 6 months, I finally had my day in court for His Honor Bill Kelly, who I did know personally, and someone representing the city attorney, I don't know what the city attorney, and the ticketing officer. Well, anyway, the judge invites me to be sworn in, to come in and sit down in the witness chair and explain why I thought this ticket was wrong. And I said, "Your Honor, when I come to church on Sunday morning, all I'm thinking about is how much I want to worship." Well, that's about all I had to say. I looked up, and there was the city attorney, and the rest of the ticketing officer was like, and he invited them to get up and give their side, and she didn't even try. So, ticket dismissed, and I won the day. But I spoke that from the truest and most sacred part of my heart. We are all familiar with the response at the beginning of the Eucharist celebrant. Let us give thanks to the Lord our God, and the people respond, "It is right to give him thanks and praise." The liturgy of the Episcopal Church and the Book of Common Prayer have been the sublime flame that has attracted me to this church and this parish from the beginning. To paraphrase Blaise Pascal, the 17th century French philosopher, here we stand between the universe, the immensity of which is impossible for us earthly creatures to comprehend. And on the one hand, but yet we are comprised of matter that is made up of tiny atoms, which are equally impossible to comprehend, and as well as we now know, a mass of symbiotic organisms without which we could not exist. It's worth noting that he lived and wrote during the years in which the telescope and the microscope were having their impact upon the European intellectuals. In the light of this incomprehensible existence, atheism pales into banal sophistry. I can only laugh at or pity my fellow humans who yield to this egotism. O Master of the universe, I praise you, I hope in you, I adore you, and I love you. Where else can I stand and say such things? So why is grace so important to me? Why do my wife and I commit our treasure year in, year out to our church? How can we not? When I stop and consider all the sad places on this earth where people are not free to worship as they wish, how can I not be grateful for what we have here at Grace Church in the here and now? Let us give thanks to the Lord our God. It is right to give him thanks and praise. Let us be about the work the Master has given us to do. Thank you.